Have you heard of the 7-foot aliens in Peru? So I haven't kept up aside from like watching Mudahar's work on it, but apparently there's a lot of reports about alien attacks in Peru, and I saw one of the videos. I'll pull it up real quick. And I gotta tell you, it's pretty compelling stuff. Where is it? I saw it on Twitter earlier. It's a very cool Adobe After Effects reel. Appreciate it fully. Thank you for that. And thank you, AFox. Thanks for a long time of watching. God damn, man. Where is it? Does someone have the... What Twitter account posted it? It was one of those like breaking news reptilians among us type tabloid accounts. Let me see. And I didn't see it on the UFO subreddit.
Indigenous community in demand shoes didn't fall. It first crawled nuded and Brazil.
Is this it? No. Mystery of the 7-foot tall flying aliens. Where is the UFO fighting footage? Oh, I'm not sure, Abraham. Are you talking about Charlie Zelenov? He used to challenge a ton of people to fights out of nowhere. So there's a ton of videos and clips of like really low effort footage about these supposed alien attacks in Peru. But now I can't find the originals. Did the government take them down? Fucking space lasers and aliens. It's all going tits up right now. Hold on. Let me try searching it directly. I think Mudahar retweeted it yesterday or today. Depending on their intelligence, we could be homies. Maybe, yeah. That's probably what they're here for. They came to Peru to be our friend. Where is the fucking footage? It's really cool. Cool is the wrong word, by the way. What else should I try typing in? Maybe Peru UFO alien attack? No. Flying aliens in Peru are actually miners with jetpacks. I don't know what that's about. Whatever, I'm sure I'll find it later. Thanks, Infinity. Yesterday I saw a video of a duende, an Argentinian goblin, running behind a baby, and it was clearly an adult man in his underwear shrunk down. That's, yeah, whatever. Skeptic, idiot. That was probably an Argentinian goblin. You just refuse to believe. Thanks for the long time of watching, Julian. Appreciate that. I'm not gonna lie though, I am legitimately impressed just how dumb the world is becoming. First we had the giant, now it's Adobe After Effects UFOs shooting in Peru. Apparently now Argentinian goblins running around. We also had the gnome spotting recently. Shit's great. Oh, I appreciate that, Daniel. Glad you like it. Thank you. My girlfriend keeps trying to argue that you are lactose intolerant. Can you confirm or deny? What do you mean argue? Are you like fighting her on it without knowing? My girlfriend, she's such a scoundrel. She keeps saying you're lactose intolerant, Charlie, but you wouldn't be that weak, right? I'm not like super lactose intolerant, but I just recently went dairy and gluten-free to try it. So that's been like 2 weeks. Because I definitely am lactose intolerant to some degree, but it's not like a kryptonite that's going to have me keeled over. But I just feel better when I don't have dairy. So I'm trying dairy and gluten-free. See See how it goes. What features would it take for you to believe that Threads can be a Twitter-topping platform? Do you work for Threads? You trying to get some insight? Let's see. The main thing I think Threads could probably do is immediately set the precedent early on what is and is not going to be the identity of the platform. For example, Twitter keeps changing everything. It's very volatile. And it's seemingly random how it works. So if Threads can come out with a very clear line on what is and is not going to be allowed on the platform, that immediately helps start it a bit. But I really think it's just an uphill battle because the only reason people are on Twitter isn't because it's good, it's just because everyone's already there. Aside from that, you can't really do much. Have you seen the dirt mount on Mount Arata? It could be Noah's Ark. What is happening? What is happening? Thanks, Jin. Have I seen the dirt mount in Arata that could be Noah's Ark? Is Noah's Ark on Mount Ararat? This is from an Instagram post. Or, sorry, a Facebook post. Can't say I'm familiar with this one. It seems like an interesting theory. I'll have to look at it later. I can tell you about a confirmed cryptid sighting. There's a goblin in Akron, Ohio. Okay, I'll check them out. We got real goblins out there now. Let's see. Rare goblin sighting, Cyrax in Ohio.
It's a well-lit area, so no one suspects any.
Actually, hold on. This could absolutely be, like, some illegal shit coming up here. Some terms of service violations.
No one's quite sure what to make of the creature. Kids believe they can get a better care again, but the boys do leave baffled. Then why was it walking the way that it was?
It's literally a shirtless guy. It's actually just a shirtless man. What the fuck? What is this? Is this a joke? It's legitimately a shirtless man walking around in the rain.
It appears to be a small goblin-like creature. No one's quite sure what to make.
So it is a joke then. Okay. I was gonna say, there are people that really do believe goblins are amongst us. So you never really know. Did you see the Twitter drama around the Scooby-Doo Springtrap, the fan-made crossover between Scooby-Doo and the Five Nights at Freddy's that got blasted for having AI voices? I did. I kept up with all of that discourse. That shit got so messy. Thanks, Way. Didn't know you were streaming. Yeah, YouTube's really bad about that. There's a lot YouTube needs to fix on the streaming side of things that would make it infinitely better. I still do bad game nights, yeah. I haven't done one in like 3 weeks, but bad game nights aren't like that rare. It's just I've been starting streams so late that I don't feel like perusing Steam. Just had a lot going on. But once I start an earlier stream, I'll do a bad game night, sure. And no, I didn't hear about that guy. I also don't know what that means. What did he steal from babies? They found mega structures under the pyramids. Your dad might have been right all along. No shot, did they really? Massive underground structures found beneath Giza pyramids spark ancient energy grid conspiracy theories. How did we never know they were there before? What the fuck? calling my dad. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I don't even know if this is real or not yet, but let's see. Hey, you guys still awake?
Yeah.
Is Dad there?
Yeah, he's here.
Okay, put him on real quick.
What?
Did you see they found megastructures under the pyramids?
No, I didn't see that, but I kind of, they've talked about that before.
Yeah, well, what did the ancient alien experts say?
I don't know. I don't think they've really talked about it. They've just speculated. But what did they find out?
I'm just now reading about it, but using synthetic aperture radar tomography, they scanned and found a large system of tunnels underneath the 3 major pyramids stretching 2 kilometers.
Yeah, so how did that get built? You tell me.
Well, I don't. Well, you're the expert. How? Why? What were they using it for? What is it? Well, I'd have to read more about it, but yeah, maybe they could have built it. I don't know why, but they could have built it. Okay, that sounds good. Brush up on it, and we can have a discussion. All right, sounds good. Yeah, look at the megastructures under the pyramids. All right, that sounds exciting. All right. Yeah. You could be right. We'll see. We'll know a lot about the aliens real soon, I'm sure. Sounds good. Talk to you then. Love you. Bye. Yeah, he's pretty pumped. He'll brush up on it, and he'll get to the bottom of the aliens and why they built it. Is this even like a real thing though, or is this another one of those like crazy claims with like the most lukewarm evidence ever?
On March 15th, 2025, a new study has been revealed to
AI voice, I already think it's fake. I've already lost faith.
show massive pillars underneath the Pyramid of Khafre in Egypt.
I've
What we're
not seen
looking
that
at is
trailer,
called
butter.
synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography. This advanced tech reveals details of the undiscovered high-resolution internal structure of the Khafre pyramid. Near the base of the pyramid, 5 identical structures are seen, connected by geometric pathways. Inside each of these are 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof.
So is this the actual tomography? I can't imagine it is. That looks terrible. That looks super not accurate.
Inside each of these are 5 horizontal levels and a sloping roof. Below these 5 structures are 8 cylindrical structures which appear to be vertical wells, hollow inside, and surrounded by descending spiral pathways. These 8 vertically aligned cylindrical structures, arranged in 2 parallel rows from north to south, descend to a depth of 648 meters where they all merge into 2 large cubic
I saw that
structures
potato was
measuring
sad.
approximately 80 meters per side. The entire structure extends approximately 2 kilometers beneath the surface and extends beneath all 3 pyramids of the Giza Plateau complex.
We'll see, I'm sure. We'll see. The megastructure they found underneath the Giza pyramids is probably the most important discovery to ever be made in our lifetimes. What an incredible exaggeration. Wouldn't underground tunnels disprove aliens? They'd be getting power from their ship, not underground, right? Well, I don't know exactly all the energy harvesting conspiracy theories with the pyramids, so I don't know. I mean, this should be really easy to confirm if it's real or not, right? This should be like an easy slam dunk. If these megastructures are under there, you could easily, very easily, find that out. Which is why I don't know. I'd be very surprised if this is real, because surely we would have known about this at some point. So that's feeling a lot like baloney. You gotta watch Joe Rogan's take on the pyramid megastructures. Oh, I'm sure that's a fucking banger. Let's see.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Talking of pyramids, dude,
This new pyramid shit that's just come out?
Oh, this is insane. Yeah, I was going to send this to you as well, Jamie. I'll send you one of the most comprehensive breakdowns of it on X because it's quite stunning. So apparently, through the use of LiDAR, they have discovered that there are enormous structures underneath the Great Pyramid that go kilometers deep into the earth with coils. So enormous pillars, and then these coils. They don't understand.
But what does it all mean,
'cause they're
Joe?
They're just looking at LiDAR images. But whatever this is a uniform structure. There's several pillars, and all of this is like very, very, very weird.
Yeah, it's 600 meters descending down those cylinders, and then there's more stuff below it, and then there's additional structures inside of it. Yeah, that was crazy.
It's really crazy. There's a guy, Jay Anderson, and he did a breakdown of it. Maybe this would be good. We could play this. It makes a little more sense when someone's explaining it to you.
Oh yeah, I mean, we need somebody that's an expert here, not me and you.
Zawi Hawass, by the way.
Whoa, what do you mean not me and you? Don't lump yourself in there with Joe Rogan. He is an
According to
expert.
Graham Hancock. This is the wonderful thing about having Graham
I texted
Hancock.
Graham yesterday. I was like, yeah, what's going on with this?
Yeah, so click on that and go full screen, please.
How significant of a discovery this is.
Dun dun dun. I love the music. And geometry, so you know it's real.
You got to appreciate the dramatic intro.
That's a good point.
Unity.
What has just been announced in relation to the pyramids at the Giza Plateau and the plateau itself is so incredible, so awe-inspiring and narrative-shattering that I have been sitting here for the last hour trying to wrap my head around the implications of what we were just told. So this is pretty much breaking news because the new findings were announced on the 16th of March at a press conference held by the team who were studying the Great Pyramid of Giza with a non-invasive technology that was first developed by Filippo Bionde and Corrado Malanga called synthetic aperture radar Doppler tomography.
Fuck, that's a
This
mouthful.
was used to explore the internal
Chiropractor
structure
talk.
of the Great Pyramid of Giza, and this method leverages the analysis of micro movements typically generated by background seismic activity to achieve a high-resolution, full 3D tomographic imagery of the pyramid.
That wasn't in the article, right? Because that's not what we got. Have they not shared the full tomography? Because what we got was a fucking really terribly put together little CG image of it. Watch a real YouTube video explaining it, not this shit. Brother, it's Rogan. He knows what he's doing.
Interior and subsurface components.
He's gonna get me
The
exactly what
recent
I need to
findings
understand
from
it.
Deploying this technology
And to explain
are
how
nothing
DMT helped.
Short of mind-blowing, because what's been discovered is that there are huge structures coming down from the base of the pyramid deep into the bedrock. In fact, over 600 meters deep, which then connects to structures that extend up to 2 kilometers below the surface of the ground. 2 kilometers. Massive internal
So
structures.
he's just gonna. This is what we just learned about. I thought this was gonna have like more information from Joe from like the research he did more beyond just reading that first article or watching this one video.
Head of antiquities in Egypt. He's like the head guy that talks to the archaeologists and gives the official narrative. In the past, he's been extremely hostile to Graham Hancock, but Graham Hancock and him have now become friends.
Oh yes, I
and
do
they're
know this guy.
coordinating.
That's a cool lore drop, I guess. I hope it's real. God, that'd be so cool. That'd be so goddamn cool. On Google, look up Jonah and the Whale and the Eclipse. Jonah and the Whale and the Eclipse. This has nothing to do with the total solar eclipse coming out here. Oh, wait! Here's one of the TikTok theories, I think. I got a TikTok video that came up. The sign of the prophet...
Have you heard about the upcoming solar eclipse on April 8th? Here's the significance. This is going to blow your mind. It starts with understanding that God put the stars in the sky for signs and seasons.
Okay, this is 3 minutes long. Hold on, let me just get like a breakdown. I thought this was going to be much more concise. These are another 5 gift subs, donuts. Appreciate it. As we await... Oh, this happens every time. Yeah, wait, this is from 2017. As we await the eclipse of 2017 AD, this post examines the possibility that the dramatic repentance of... Yeah. So it looks like this does happen on every single eclipse. That's interesting. I don't know how I didn't hear about this last time. I usually keep my finger on the pulse of all this kind of stuff. My mom told me to call off on eclipse day and get as much food and necessities as I can because she thinks there's going to be no light. It's like, I don't know, that's kind of cute. Like, I can't even falter for that. That's just kind of cute, I guess. But I mean, we conquered the darkness already. We have the technology. So let's just assume the eclipse for some reason takes away all natural light. Brother, half the people in this stream right now haven't seen natural light in years because we have fucking light technology in our house. We'd be okay. We'd make it. But what about the plants? Fuck them. Who needs them? We conquered nature too. We'll eat... We'll find an alternative. We'll eat I don't know, filter feed or some shit. I don't know. We'd find something. We're so fucking resourceful. I still haven't seen any of the political theories around the eclipse, though. But I imagine it's kind of more of the same. Oh, wait, here, someone sent... is this a political one?
Switzerland. Look at how big that is.
There's a membership.
What's called a Large Hadron Collider.
Aaron.
What is their goal, guys? Their goal is
LHC,
to find
the
God.
Large Hadron Collider.
Basically trying to prove science right, find out how this universe was created. So they're basically trying to disprove the fact that God created our universe. I mean, their symbol does have 3 sixes in it. And you guys remember the photo I talked about earlier?
Oh.
This comes from their opening ceremony. You may be wondering, what even is that? As that is the head of the Baphomet. As you can see, it is a satanic symbol. The big question is, why would they have that at their opening ceremony? You want me to be
Does CERN have opening ceremonies like it's the Olympics or something? What? I didn't know that. That's news to me. That opening ceremony looks out of this world, though. In probably a couple days, Prowler, I'll do another one. Let me see. I'll just type in CERN opening ceremony, I guess. Oh, watch the inauguration ceremony of CERN Science. Huh. They do have their own little opening ceremony. Why? What the fuck could this possibly do? Is that the particle accelerator people were tripping over and saying that'll open a hole to another dimension or something? You're right and wrong. You're just getting a couple of different things confused. So when the LHC first got operational, there was a doomsday theory that by colliding particles at such a rapid speed, there was a small chance of creating a penny-sized black hole, which could eventually swallow the world. But that turned out to be a bunch of hullabaloo. Yeah, I believe that, Anna. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, let me finish this here. The opening ceremony thing, though, does seem very odd to do for CERN.
To be truly honest, I don't know. Opening ceremony was very concerning. I recommend you guys go on YouTube and look up the opening ceremony for CERN. You guys remember the Netflix series?
Actually, I think I'll do just that right after this. Hold on, let me pull up the opening ceremony for CERN. Oh, it was 6 years ago. Oh, wait, never mind. There's also one from 2 months ago. And this does look fucking sketchy, but I don't know if this is real or not. I'll show you in a second. Let me finish this. Get the rest of the theory. Let me see the CERN opening ceremony, though. So this came up. And I don't know if this is the right CERN or not. But... Here. The third result has really got my attention. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. But it's pretty cool. I don't know if that's necessarily CERN or not, but if it is, those ceremonies go ballistic. I still have to watch Late Night with the Devil, yeah. Could be, Jack. That could be. And what was it, Toaster? You can just type in the chat. I just read the chat. And I haven't played the new Snow Day. As an engineer, it'd be so freaking sick if we were summoning demons or hopping dimensions or whatever, and not just calibrating sensors for hours. Yeah, I'd be happy to hear about that kind of stuff, different dimensions and shit. I feel like anyone would be excited about that. I don't know. We look at it as a bad thing. So what? A couple demons come through or something. We just close a portal on them. They don't have the technology in hell, clearly, and it confirmed the existence of hell, which would be a net positive for everyone, I would think. Then we'd know. Thanks, use of Advent. The gifts of Cialis. Open my third asshole. Well, you're a little confused, but you've got the right spirit. That's a scientific mind right there. The CERN videos are fake, by the way. Look up the CERN ritual hoax. Oh, these aren't real? The CERN ritual hoax is a found footage video that depicts a faux occult ritual occurring in the grounds of CERN. The video became popular in 2016 and shows several people dressed in black cloaks surrounding a statue of the Hindu deity Shiva and apparently performing a human sacrifice in apparent mockery of existing conspiracy theories which suggests CERN aims to... I didn't know this was such a well-accepted theory. What? CERN aims to the Large Hadron Collider to create a portal to hell, summon the Antichrist, or destroy the universe. The video ends with the person filming crying out and running away. Look at the CBS Red Heifer Cow came out 3 weeks ago. Alright, thanks to Tier 1 Joe. We're still on the Red Heifer portion of the eclipse, I guess. It was 4 weeks ago. The unlikely role cows play in war. Oh, I see. This is different. This is totally different from the fucking eclipse. Jesus. But anyway, come April 8th, get ready. The eclipse is coming and you can't stop it. And CERN's opening a portal on it or something. Did you see the unhinged press conference from Kyrie Irving today? No, I did not. Will it come up with just Kyrie Irving? Is this?
Hindsight, are you sorry for the hurt that your posts caused people?
I'll take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, and the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts.
So, to bring everyone up to speed, as I understand it from the last thing I read here, Kyrie Irving was promoting some, was it movie or book or something that was all about like anti-Semitism and shit, and then he made like a post on Twitter that was kind of just like doubling down on it. And now I guess he's facing like a suspension or some shit, so this is him addressing it. It was a documentary. Oh, okay.
Documentary. So, I take my responsibility.
Seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear.
He's also a flat earther, or at least was a flat earther.
Mind, you said I didn't mean to cause any harm. Were you apologizing or did you not apologize?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
What are the specific things in the documentary that you don't believe are true and that you don't believe represent your lives?
I think some of the criticism of the Jewish faith in the community, for sure. Some points made in there that were unfortunate.
Kyrie, are you surprised that you did hurt people?
Surprised that I did hurt people?
Are you surprised that reaction and some of the things that you did hurt people?
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid?
Checkmate. You weren't there, were you, reporter? You didn't give him milk? You didn't pop your tit out for him to suckle? Where were you? Why aren't we asking that question? Why were you absent? You didn't want to show up and raise Kyrie Irving? Random reporter? I don't even understand the line here, but we're just, maybe he can explain it a bit better.
Figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America. where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared. And I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility. Then that's where I sit. So
that was like the most circular non-answer I've heard in a minute. What? What? I don't really know the point he's trying to make there. The thing is, like, he's saying he doesn't even agree with some of it, but then he's also saying, like, yeah, I just shared it. I shouldn't have to apologize for them making those points. But that's not even what they're asking. He's just like, hey man, did you mean these things, like, to come across this way? And then he just goes on a completely different direction. It seemed like a pretty easy thing to just address, like, as a head on.
You know, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs, and I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class, and I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys.
I'm really confused. Like, yeah, racism's a huge problem, but it's also not what anyone's talking about here. It's just about the anti-Semitism. And then you talk about, like, you're exposing people to new things as a light. But what about, like, flat earth and shit if we're going down this rabbit hole? What? I don't understand. I don't know why he's not understanding, like, the core component here.
You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate.
I've actually never heard an interview of Kyrie
every
Irving.
day. And you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return. Figuring out just like anyone else. So please keep that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things. Because just because I post a documentary doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic. And doesn't mean that I'm automatically standing with everyone that is believing in it. So it's unfortunate timing that we're in, but I'm glad that I could stand on the truth, because I'm not afraid of these mics, these cameras. I used to be looking everyone in the eye and telling them the truth, that I'm proud of who I am. Any label that you put on me, I'm able to dismiss because I studied. I know the Oxford Dictionary, you look it up, right? Just one of the biggest mistakes I had in being a kid was not knowing European or Western language until I started looking it up and understanding the definitions and why they say, if you want to trick a black person, put it in a book. I was wondering my whole life why they said that. Now I'm 30 years old and I know reading is a superpower because it helps me understand where I'm going and where I come from. Like a tree with roots.
Kyrie, the documentary listed among falsehoods, it said the Holocaust didn't happen.
Wow.
Again, those falsehoods are unfortunate. And it's not that I don't believe in the Holocaust. I never said that. Never, ever have said it. It's not come out of my mouth. I never.
It's, oh my god, again, no one's saying you said it, man. It's the shit that you share, just like when you were talking about flat Earth. You even addressed it, so you're not anti-Semitic. So you're just dumb. You didn't watch the documentary you posted, maybe. Like, it's just that simple. I am not anti-Semitic. I didn't realize the documentary said these things. It's that easy. Like, you already even said it, and for some reason now, it's still, like, combative. There's just no need to be. You shared some shit about, like, anti-Semitic shit, like, even Holocaust denying, as I understand it. If you don't believe it, you say that, bang. And it's just that easy. Is he still a flat earther, though? Because I read something where he said he's no longer a flat earther. He also believes vaccines contain microchips that... Oh, actually, I read that. That one's like an actual conspiracy, though. I feel like he just kind of got lost in a whirlwind of conspiracy theory rabbit holes. Which is unlucky. I mean, it just happens all the time. Once you believe one conspiracy, you believe all of them. It's kind of like counterintuitive because the whole thing with conspiracy people is you're a sheep if you believe the official stuff, but for some reason they all believe the same shit and believe every single thing. Like, it's not just one conspiracy, it seems to be all of them. So once you just get trapped in that rabbit hole, you just stay there, like, forever. Not true. I don't know any conspiracy theorist that only believes one conspiracy. I can't think of any big conspiracy theorist that only believes one. Not a single one. It's always like all of them. My dad doesn't believe conspiracies, he just believes in aliens. That's not even a fucking conspiracy. He just believes there are aliens out there. Like, that's not even a fucking conspiracy. Aliens is a conspiracy, what the fuck? What time period are we living in where that is a conspiracy? That there is potentially aliens out there in the universe somewhere. Every scientific hypothesis is a conspiracy, though. Get with the times. None of this shit's... It's anti-scientific. What? I don't know if that was sarcastic or not. It's literally against science. Like, Flat Earth is the, like, dismissal of science. The Flat Earth community proves themselves wrong all the time. There's a whole documentary of them proving themselves wrong with science and then still dismissing it. Saying they must have got the tests wrong. What was the name of that documentary? I already forgot. But that one was fucking amazing. Man, it's always wild. For some, I don't know what it is, Kanye or what, but for some reason, a lot of people are now a lot more susceptible to conspiracies. This one fucking guy who's a regular here is now melting down like, no, there is something about the Jewish propaganda. Holy shit. This was a totally normal guy like 2 weeks ago. Jesus Christ. Charlie's not as smart as he tries to come off. I don't even come off as smart. What do you mean? Like, I haven't even said a hot take or anything. This is an illness. You have an illness. Christ. Thanks to the Prime. Jigglypuff and the resub Hazy. and stupidity. That's fucking sad, though. I don't know if it's like sarcasm or trolling or what, but that shit is fucking exploding now. Comes from a place of confusion, mad at the way life is, but blame anything but the fact. No, it's not that. I think it's just the desire to feel special. Hold on, let me pull up the exact stat. But I think it's the number of people without a single friend has doubled in the last, like, 20 years or something. It's an alarmingly high number, so I think it's just people feeling alone. And when you start believing a conspiracy, you get part of a group. So then it becomes like your little tribe, and you'll do anything to stay in there. So I think it's just the fact that when you believe in something fringe like Flat Earth, you immediately get a group of friends to come with it. It was a 2021 study. 1 in 5 millennials have 0 friends. Nearly 59% of Americans say they don't have a single friend. So I really think it's just rooted in loneliness, like believing shit like Flat Earth and all of that. Because then you just get friends that come with it, so that's a great feeling. At least that's my belief. I just can't imagine there's that many people that would, for some reason, dismiss like the most basic shit, even with a community that constantly disproves their own core beliefs wrong with science over and over again. That guy who killed himself shooting a rocket in his backyard to prove the Earth was flat, sees that it's a globe and then crash lands and dies. Like, the only way you get deep in that culture is because you're lonely and you need the company. I just can't see any other way that you get so wrapped into that kind of shit.
Tweeted it, I never liked anything like it. So the Holocaust in itself is an event that means something to a large group of people that suffered something that could have been avoided. No one said we had to practice racism. No one said we had to treat each other like garbage. No one said that I had to stand here today and understand that many people that come from generations 60 years ago, 40 years ago, enslaved some of my ancestors still spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, and it's still going on. And you guys are asking me, respectfully, to speak on something that was a documentary that I had nothing to do with. I didn't make it. So, just please keep that same energy.
They're not asking that, though. I think it's like a fundamental misunderstanding of what people are actually upset about. No one's saying he made the documentary. It's just, do you believe the things in it? No? Great, why'd you post it? Oh, you misunderstood? Okay. Like, it's just that simple. Like, it's Jesus Christ. No one is accusing him of making the documentary. It's promoting it when it has, like, actual Holocaust denial and anti-Semitic shit in it. It's just that simple. Deflecting? Maybe, I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that it's a misunderstanding. I don't really know Kyrie Irving. Like I said, that's the first interview I've ever seen from him. I'm just going to assume it's him not understanding what people are actually upset about. Thanks for 5 good subs, Jigglypuff. Thanks, man. And the bits apocalypse. Also, he's not hard denying it. All he's saying is that it's unfortunate and falsehoods. Calling it falsehoods, though, is him saying he doesn't agree with it. And he did point blank say he's not anti-Semitic. So while he was very circular with everything else, he at least, at the bare minimum, said that it was full of falsehoods and he is not anti-Semitic. He's a prime Abby. No, he did not. No, he literally point blank said that, though. but he's also doing a terrible job at defending himself because he buries that inside a lot of other stuff that was completely not even part of the discussion. I keep seeing this too. I don't know if this is sarcasm or not, or bait. It's okay to be anti-Christian, anti-religion, but not anti-Semitic. What the fuck, man? There's a difference between making, like, jokes or whatever about Christianity or whatever, and making an entire documentary, like, about Holocaust denial and anti-Semitic shit, or Kanye talking about how the Jewish people, he's going DEFCON 3 on Jews. Like, that's super fucking different. Like, you could say that about Christians too. Like, Kanye West makes a post tomorrow. Man, I fucking hate Christians. I think you're all cringe bigots who believe in a false god, and I'm going DEFCON 4 on Christians. And you would still see people being upset about it.